Hey, beautiful beings. Welcome in, whether you're watching this morning, this evening, or this afternoon. I hope you are very well and this video finds you well. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can raise your vibration for 2022. This was one of the tools that way back in 2008, when I first started learning Reiki, understanding more about my energy and my frequency has really helped me over the last 13 years now. It'll be 14 years next year. And when I used to work for Tesco, I used to work there as a manager a long time ago. This really helped me learn how to ground and protect my own energy. Just want you to be aware as well that all of these tools, like I said, can help to raise your vibration. But at this current time as well, with the ascension, with the full moons and everything else, there may still be times where you feel like you've been hit by a bus, and that is an indication that you need to rest, okay? So I've just been out this morning, I've been talking, I've been, I went to a really busy shopping centre indoors, which was full of people. And I came back and I was like, whoa, what is that? And for me, it's a reminder that I need to protect myself, and up my protection techniques. But I had to go to bed for an hour because I was just like, I felt like I've been hit by a bus. And we also have this full moon coming up on Saturday, the 18th of December. So just be aware that, even when you raise your vibration, there still may be days where you feel like lower, let's say. But you need to experience the lows to experience the highs. So I'm going to just share with you, first of all, some facts about frequency, which I've just found out, which I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. They should so teach these in schools. So the average frequency of a human body is between 62 and 68 hertz, okay? When your vibration drops to around the 52 hertz mark, that's when your immune system can become affected. And, when you start to get colds and flus, etc. Again, I'm not exempt from colds and flus, as you might have heard recently when I kept coughing. So I found out that positive thoughts can raise your frequency by 10 hertz, which is amazing. So simply shifting from those negative sort of like, oh, I can't do this, nobody cares, just trying to be aware of when you have a negative thought and shifting into a positive can help to raise your frequency. By doing prayers and meditation can also help to raise your frequency by around 15 hertz. So there's different tools that you can start to use which will start to increase your vibration. There was some research done into food, right? So get this, processed or canned food has a frequency of, guess how many hertz? 0 hertz. I was like, oh my God, I love Heinz tomato soup. Never mind. Anyway, fresh produce up to 15 hertz. Dry herbs have a frequency of between 12 and 22 hertz. Fresh herbs between 20 and 27. And essential oils started at 52 hertz and go as high as 320 hertz. So I just found that absolutely fascinating in terms of the facts around, the different frequencies and what we eat. So we'll start with diet, okay? So if you are eating a diet of processed food, let's say kebabs, McDonald's, drinking Coca-Cola, fizzy drinks, etc., things like that, then the density of your food can lower your vibration because, and again, I don't know if this is scientific, but your body is working so much harder in order to process heavier food, okay? So that can affect your frequency and your vibration. So if you're looking in 2022 and thinking, how am I going to shift my vibration? I want to, raise it. One of the first things I would recommend to do is to look at your diet, okay? Because if your diet's full of processed foods, it's not going to help you to raise your frequency, okay? As we know, no more Heinz tomato soup because it's got a frequency of try to do that the right way, 0 hertz. So look at your diet, what you're eating, okay? I'm not a massive fan. I don't drink tap water. I had some the other day from somewhere and I could taste just nasties in it. But you can buy water filters. So if you're drinking water, I would recommend using a water filter. I will include an exercise in the video below on how to, it's like a 2.5 minute exercise on how to ground and protect your own energy. But these are some of the things that I just wanted to share with you that have worked for me. So one way to raise your vibration, which is really simple, is through crystals. So this is a selenite wand. Selenite has got the highest frequency of any crystals. It can help you to cleanse your aura just by doing that. Dun, dun, dun. It can help you to cut energy cords. And it can just help in your clearing your energy field. Also, a piece of black tourmaline is a really good one for repelling negativity. So if you're sat around someone who's complaining a lot, then holding a piece of black tourmaline will help to repel them. So there's various crystals. I'm not going to go into all of them because there's loads, but they can, if you think crystals are an energy as well, they hold a certain frequency. So if their frequency is higher than your frequency, what it's going to do is it's going to raise your frequency up to match that of the crystal. Another thing you can do is to smudge, I love that word, smudge, and cleanse your space. So you can either use Palo Santo, or you can use a sage smudge stick, or you can use mugwort, or any foraged herbs that you find that you would like to do yourself. And basically the act of smoke, and again, not smoking, but smoking, lighting them and burning them around your energy field, around your home, can really help to lift the vibrations of yourself and your home area. Okay, getting out in nature. So again, think about, like trees. Trees contain energy. Everything around us contains energy. So when you're around these beings, these trees, the plants, etc., they're living, they're breathing, yeah? So going and hugging a tree, even if people think it's crazy, you'll often find me hugging a tree. Again, it's that exchange of that life force energy. It's raising your vibration. Binaural beats, if you listen to binaural beats, there are a lot of them around the 432 hertz and all the way upwards. So again, playing these through meditations, playing them in your house, can really help lift your vibration. You can have like the sound healing, gong baths. There's some amazing people out there doing work with sound balls, with the gongs, with didgeridoos, with a selection of items which can really just help lift your body into alignment. And then the final thing, so there are things as well which lower your frequency, which you don't want to be doing. So things like drinking caffeine, don't know about you guys, you ever had the caffeine slumps? So you have a cup of coffee in the morning, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon you're like, oh, I'm tired now. It's because your body's wanting to get that caffeine out of your system. So if you're a coffee addict, you might want to look at reducing the number of cups that you have. I used to drink like 8 cups of coffee a day when I was at Tesco, and like I said, that was about 13 years ago now, so quite a while. And I went down to decaf, and now I've left my decaf, and mostly have 1 cup a day. But the slumps in the afternoon aren't as bad as when you're constantly drinking that caffeine. So trying to eliminate caffeine from your diet, eliminating alcohol, eliminating tobacco, there are all these different things which can lower your vibration. So removing them from your diet, from your lifestyle, is really going to be beneficial. People, there are some really, really, I call them energy vampires, who will try and sap your energy. People who constantly complain, and the best thing, what you find, the more that you're working on raising your vibration, the more these people will start to drift away as your vibration, your aura becomes stronger. Not to say that, they won't still come along, but they will reduce. So the way I explain it, so often when I do talks, or if I give workshops, I'll often say, if you imagine that you've got a next door neighbour who's an energy vampire, they come in your house and they're like complaining, oh, this has gone wrong, they leave and they're like practically bouncing out the door because they've pinched your energy, and you're just sat there just like, what just happened? I'm knackered. So by learning more about raising your frequency, raising your vibration, protecting your energy, will stop that from happening. Hopefully this might reduce with the number of with less people in the office. You'll be less likely to be around people that you maybe don't resonate with or you don't gel with, and you hopefully will be able to start choosing the people you do want to spend your time with. So there is that. And then the media. Okay, so when you're reading stories, when you're listening to the news, when you are constantly being bombarded by messages of fear or hate or violence, maybe you're watching horror movies, anything like that, can have this effect where it brings you down. So I don't know exactly. I'd love to know, you know, like in terms of the measurement of the frequency, like when people are watching Boris, you know, with his updates, it would be interesting to see what frequency that person goes down to as they're watching him, and then how long it takes them to come back up. So yeah, so I would recommend not watching any mass media, not reading it, just getting on with your life, basically. Enjoy it for what it is. So they were the main points for me around raising your vibration in 2022. If you have any other suggestions, you know, things like breath work, yoga, the list is endless. Yeah, it's not something that can just happen overnight like that. You know, you have to work on it. Initially, I was doing my ground and protection exercise every day for like 3 months. I've carried crystals for the last 6 years. I've had healing work done. I've had Reiki. I've had shamanic healing, quantum healing, you know, stuff to really just clear my energy. But I think I'll save that for another video, because there's a lot more that I can go into about that. But for now, they are my top tips for raising your vibration in 2022. I said, hope you've enjoyed it. Leave any other ideas in the comments below, and I will stick my grounding and protection exercise for you there too. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, give me a like and subscribe.